He came in wearing muddy boots, carrying more silence than confidence. The teacher looked at him once, then pointed to the door. "Go back to your fields," she said, but the next morning, a helicopter landed on school grounds, and what stepped out left the entire town speechless. Before we begin, if stories of quiet courage and the power of second chances speak to your soul, please hit that like button and subscribe to Everyday Grace. We bring you real and inspired stories that remind us judgment is easy, but grace changes lives. The story begins in a small rural village nestled at the edge of the hills. A 13-year-old boy named Arjun Malik. His family worked a modest piece of farmland passed down through generations. Life was simple but hard. Arjun had never seen a theme park, never held a mobile phone, and never once left his village. But he had something rare, a brilliant mind and a quiet hunger to learn. Every morning, he woke before sunrise to help his father water the fields, feed the animals, and haul grain. And after that, still wearing mud-stained trousers, he would run 5 kilometers barefoot to school, arriving just in time for the bell. His school, however, was not a place of warmth. The town's only private school, St. Edmund's, prided itself on discipline, prestige, and order. It catered mostly to the well-off families who could afford tuition, uniforms, and polished shoes. Arjun was admitted only because a local social worker, Miss Salma, saw his potential and arranged a scholarship. But even that couldn't protect him from the sneers of classmates or the cold disapproval of one particular teacher. Mrs. Camera, day of the humiliation. It happened on a Wednesday. The class was preparing for a surprise inspection from the district education board. Everyone was told to come neat and dressed in full uniform. Arjun, who had been up since 4 a.m. helping his father save their flooded fields, showed up with his pants damp and hands still smelling faintly of cow dung. He had forgotten his tie. The students laughed. Mrs. Camera didn't. She stared at him, jaw tight, eyes narrow. "You think this is how a student should look?" She snapped. "I'm sorry, ma'am. I had to help my dad with enough." She cut him off. "We don't need farmhands parading around as scholars." And right there, in front of the entire class, she wrote a slip and thrust it into his hand. "Get out. Go home. Don't come back until you know how to behave like someone who belongs here." Arjun didn't cry. He simply picked up his bag, turned, and walked away, his shoulders low but his back straight. The classroom fell silent, and though no one said a word, something had shifted. What no one knew, what the teacher didn't know, what none of them knew, was what Arjun went home to. His father had collapsed from exhaustion that same afternoon. There was no money for medicine, no transport. His mother wept quietly in the corner, covering her face with her scarf. And Arjun sat outside on a wooden stool, watching the orange sky fade into night. That night, he made a decision. He would not return to school. He felt unwanted, ashamed, humiliated. And when someone feels invisible for long enough, they begin to believe they are. But someone else had seen the incident. Someone who had been watching for a long time, silently supporting from the background. Miss Salma, the call that changed everything. The next morning, while the school prepared for the board inspection, something unheard of happened. A sound filled the sky, a loud, whirring, unnatural sound. Children ran to the windows. Teachers rushed to the yard. And within minutes, a helicopter landed right in the middle of the school's sports ground. The doors opened. And out stepped Mr. Rajveer Singh, nationally acclaimed inventor and technology entrepreneur. Cameras followed him. News vans appeared out of nowhere. No one understood why he had come, until he turned to the principal and asked, "Where is Arjun Malik?" The entire school froze. The truth unfolds. Mr. Rajveer had received a letter, not from Arjun, but from Miss Salma. In it, she described a boy who solved complex equations without calculators, who built working motor prototypes from broken bicycle parts, who read physics textbooks by torchlight while the rest of his family slept. She wrote, He may wear torn shoes, but his mind walks on stars. Asterisk Rajveer had been poor once, too, and he remembered what it was like to be judged by your clothes before your character. I came to see him, he told the stunned crowd. And I came to offer him something no one else here did, a future. The second chance asterisk that afternoon, with media watching and the school speechless, Arjun, still barefoot, was escorted from his tiny house to the helicopter by Rajveer himself. Asterisk, he was offered a full scholarship to one of India's top STEM boarding academies, where he would study under world-class mentors and have access to the technology he had only seen in newspapers. Asterisk, before boarding, he turned once to look at the school that had cast him out. Asterisk, he didn't smile, but he didn't frown either, because Arjun had already learned, asterisk, revenge is loud. But rising with grace is louder. 1 year later, Arjun is now top of his class. His name appears in science journals. He's been selected to represent India at an international youth innovation conference. His mother has a new roof over her head. His father received the medical care he needed, asterisk, and as for Mrs. Camera, asterisk, she watched it all unfold from her same desk, same classroom, only now her students whisper the name Arjun Malik with awe, and perhaps a little shame, because they all learned something. Sometimes the kid you push out is the one the world is waiting for. Voiceover outro, call to action. He came in wearing muddy boots. He left in a helicopter, asterisk, but the real journey was the one within, asterisk. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to Everyday Grace, where we share true and inspired stories reminding us, don't underestimate the quiet ones. They're often carrying the brightest light, asterisk. Thank you for watching.